Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be doing a practice part. We're going to do these practices on the side, and we're going to do raised sword, and that's a practice. So we're gonna start off with that. We're learning about Python, okay? So if you just joined, we're learning about Python. Just in case you're wondering about the language you're learning right now. Okay, so we defeat the orgs. Your hero must survive. Bonus, no code problems. Ooh, this is gonna be easy. Alright, so we can put in, so in this, right, they got names. Alright, so before we have learned, alright, there's variables that you can do. So you can type in like enemy equals whatever the enemy name is. So we could type in rig for it, and that's gonna be the enemy, right? So we put enemy 1 right here. Let's put enemy 1. So then the second enemy will be enemy 2, and his name is Gert. So you gotta put in apostrophes, because if you don't put in apostrophes, it won't be able to read it. That's how Python is. Now, enemy 3, we put in his name, and then we put in ACK in parentheses. ACK. Wait. And then we put close quotations around it. I think I said parentheses before. If I did, my fault. I mean quotations. So after you put in the variables, since you have the variables, right? When you put in the variables, that means whatever value is in it, when you type in like your code, you could just type in the variable name, and then it will run that line of code with the variable. So as in, since we gotta attack these monsters, we gotta type in attack and then enemy, right? So we're gonna type in attack enemy 1, and then we're gonna do that again, attack enemy, wait, I think we gotta do that one more time. So attack enemy 1, enemy 1, and then we're gonna close that off, and then we're gonna do that one more time, attack, and then we're gonna put enemy 2, and then we're gonna do that one more time, attack, enemy, and then put 2 again, and then we're gonna do that for the next one, and we should be good. It said just defeat them. It didn't say anything else, so we're gonna just do that. This is a lot of line of code, so I honestly could just put this enemy 3. But what we also learned is that you can also put like a true or false function, meaning you could have put like while true, or there's something, let me show you. This should still pop up. While, and they capitalize true, and they put right here, and then you put in those 2 dots, right? And then you will put, space this out, no. Well, if you have the while true function and you type in the code under it, it will just repeat the code multiple times. So you see how I have like hero.attack enemy 1, hero.attack enemy 2, and I did twice for them. Well, if you put in while true and you type those in under that, then it will repeat those same line of code. So, oh wait, no, no, I meant to take this off. I was just showing you. All right, now let's run it again. See how he attacks, attack, and he did it, right? Let's see about, actually, no, never mind. But that's how it is, okay? So for when you actually want to do variables, like when you want to do variables, you will actually have to type in like the name of the variable, then you will have to put equals, right? Space equals, and then put another space, and whatever you want for that variable. Like for instance in this game, if you got like multiple bad guys with names, right, and you have, you had to type in a line of code, you don't want to keep typing in their name and it off with the parentheses. You will probably want to do like enemy 1, then equals, then in quotation their name, and then next enemy equals quotation their name. So then by the time you get into your line of code, you can type in the variable name and not the actual enemy's name. So then we do it, it's not that much line or not that much of a mess, you know. It doesn't seem so it doesn't seem so clunky, it doesn't seem so messy. So that's what the variables do. It just helps out to keep everything clean. So we just finished that one. I think all these I had to subscribe to. Yeah, I do. So we had that practice, and honestly, let's go back to it and let me show you what I mean by the while true function. So what I mean by the while true function, right? When you go back. Okay. When you put in while true, right? Why does it keep doing that? Why you put while true in and then you take that out and you put while, and then you put true, and then you put in this. When you press enter, it's gonna be under while true, because when you press enter right here, I press enter and it goes right in under the while true. So whatever code you do, it's gonna be it's gonna be under that function. Okay, so for the hero, for hero.attack, right, I could just put enemy in 1, right? I could just put enemy 1 and then put hero.enemy 2, right? Attack enemy 2, and then do that one more time. It should do the same thing. It should actually do the same thing. And we close that off, and it should actually do the same thing. So he attacks, and boom, they're dead. See, this one, the while true function, it makes it easier for you to actually not have to type in a bunch of line of codes. It simplifies the lines of codes that you actually have to write in, and when you do that, it just repeats the line of code. It just repeats it. So if you have like hero.attack, it's going to attack it and it's just going to keep repeating it. If you have like hero.move right, .move up, .move down, it's going to repeat it. So when you do it, when you actually type in while true, it's just going to repeat the code that's under it. So that's all I got for you today. Don't forget to subscribe and like, comment, and share, and make sure that you stay tuned for the next one. And this is CodeCombat. You just learned about Python. I'll see you next one. Later.